popping out with the best. You did? Doogz. I'm popping out with the best, I let it fall into place. Splitting the cake and prorating the shake. And now I'm pushing the line, laying brick at a time. I'm putting them on, still getting mine. Making the calls, creating the sauce. Tracking every number, taking the loss. I know my money, I don't own nobody. Mama used to tell us, go be somebody. I'm here to serve, give my brothers the word. We ain't playing with you clowns, we ain't playing with you nerds. We here to provide on some real shit. Working hard over here, trying to build shit. Yeah, you see who I'm with, you know the fam, the truth. Ain't nothing wrong with us, there's something wrong with you. Figure that out before you make some noise. Say it with your chest and keep your mouth shut, boy.
Gotta keep my mood steady and focused. Ooh, never holding back on with emotions. Ooh, cause chasing money is the motive. Yeah, put in the time, they gonna notice. Yeah, just keep all of your family, friends, people riding to the end real close. And watch it all unfold, yeah.
Still in the building with my nose up. Still with it, still fitted from my toes up. Still in the picture, still grinning from my close up. Quick to flip a coin for the bitch who nearly chose up. It's AP, Mr. Put It in Motion. And Doogz riding shotty, causing all the commotion. Cause I be with the illest names ever been spoken. Out to see high, baby, the hottest thing smoking. And we the new West, so I'ma ride with it. Young and reckless, feel like I'm in my prime with it. Blindside, so I'ma light the sky like this little light of mine, boy, I'ma shine with it. I stress one thing and one thing only. Stay up out of minds if you really don't know me. Hey, don't talk about it, be about it, show me. Hey, don't talk about it, see about it, homie.
Gotta keep my mood steady and focused. Ooh, never holding back on with emotions. Ooh, cause chasing money is the motive. Yeah, put in the time, they gonna notice. Yeah, just keep all of your family, friends, people riding to the end real close. And watch it all unfold, yeah. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
Somebody tell my niggas they ain't gotta die to get put on my shit. You ain't gotta die for me, bro, I want you to live. I'm talking like this shit a diary, there's some shit I did. If ever they should find out, no doubt I'm doing 100 years. Facts, something you niggas know nothing about. Cap, you hold this shit when you moving about. Keyboard gangsta, net banging, man, this shit for real. Lace up my cleats and hit the streets, boy, I'm in the field. Deeper than just rap, on my mama, I can't fabricate it. Started the label in a cell, facing aggravators. Devils trying to trick me out my purpose, bitch, I know my worth. They lock me down, but when I dream, bet I leave this earth. Broke free from them chains, is to buy a new one. A Jesus speech for my strength, I'm a nigga like Torn. Boy, you a fraud, run up on me, this gun to applaud. Hollywood, the big dog, Doogz got the sauce.
Gotta keep my mood steady and focused. Ooh, never holding back on with emotions. Ooh, cause chasing money is the motive. Yeah, put in the time, they gonna notice. Yeah, just keep all of your family, friends, people riding to the end real close. And watch it all unfold, yeah.
I'm gonna take whatever I learn.
Yes.
Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Welcome to our community podcast on Everyday People with the beautiful Anthea.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing. Good morning, everybody. It's Friday. Happy
Doesn't
Friday.
she look gorgeous in all that pink? We're here
Guys,
for it. We love it.
It's fine. Thank you.
If you can see here on the left, we have the Lloyd Solovi. He's the West High Polynesian Alumni President. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me. Hi,
Of course.
Anthea.
We're so
Hi,
excited.
Lynn.
Hi.
We're so excited.
We're
We're about to kiki up with Lloyd.
Right. I hope
empty
you guys are
cups.
excited.
Right, but before we get into all that, we just kind of want to go over a few things that had taken place over the this past week. We want to thank everybody for joining day one for their back to school, their second annual back to school event that they held.
At Centennial Park. That
Right,
was a fun
and from
event.
what we hear, it was successful. They had a huge turnout, tons of kids, free haircuts, free food. I mean, the live entertainment. Did you have the chance
Good
to get out
job.
there?
I didn't, but I know Sholo personally, and I'm sure they did a great job. Him and his team and everybody that supported the initiative. I heard great things about it.
I mean, they
so.
only do it big. Have you
Go big or go
ever
home.
attended any of the day one events?
Well, I actually have collaborated with Day One.
Oh.
And so Day One will be collaborating with our group, and we're excited to move forward on that. But yeah, we were
Yay.
supposed to work with them on this last event, which was at Centennial, but we were in Georgia.
That's right.
Right,
Yeah.
and then we'll like get deeper into
We're
the
gonna
whole
talk about
Georgia trip,
Georgia.
right?
The deep south.
Into the deep,
The
to the
dirty
deep
South. The dirty South.
But before we get into that, we also want to invite everybody to the Day One event that's coming up, that they are teaming up with the USARA, which is the Utah Supports Advocates for Recovery Awareness. It's going to happen September 14th, I believe,
be
from
fun.
2 to 8 p.m. at Jordan Park. There's going to be live entertainment, resource booths, food trucks, live entertainment for the kids. So
All
it's
the
an
things.
all ages event. And I know that a lot of us have someone in our family or friends who have suffered with addiction. So I think that this would be a great way for everybody to get out there, to get the tools and resources that you need to deal with those types of things.
A great cause, guys.
Yeah.
Right, so we want to give a shout out to Day One for always coming through and putting it
I
down.
love it. Good job, Day One. We
Yes,
see you guys.
we see you. We see you. We definitely see you. And then the Miss Samoa USA pageant, there's a lot going on there right there.
Oh my
A
gosh,
lot
it's
there.
so exciting. So we just got word that our Joey, Miss Samoa USA, along with Miss Liahona Consultancy, which is Tewila, have touched down in Samoa yesterday. They're a day ahead. So I've kind of lost track of time, but they were able to get checked in, and they're there. They're safe and sound
Yes,
and
and
excited.
it looks beautiful from all
My
the videos that
gosh.
Tofu's posting. So I think it's great. I think Joey's there.
Joey's there with Lena. She's one
Right.
of our organization
Hi,
board
sister.
members. Hi, Lena. We have your brother in studio today. And so they had their first meal. I was like, if I kick it, don't be eating too much, girls, because you got to get up on that stage in 2 weeks. So
Right, but I feel like they're just enjoying the moment
they,
from what you can see,
they
right?
really are. I love that for them, because this is a once in a lifetime experience and opportunity for them. So I'm like, be there, be present, and soak it all
Right.
up.
And
I'm
I
so
believe
excited for
2
them.
of the 3 contestants that's representing the U.S. that are there now, so we're missing
Yeah.
1
There's
so far.
4.
Or
There's four total, yeah. So
There's
Miss
4.
Hawaii, right? And then Anastasia, Miss Tausala, America.
And then Tewila and Joey.
And then Joey, yeah. So good luck to our girls. If it, Tausala and also Miss Hawaii, if you guys are still on your way there, get there safely and post all the things, because we're excited to follow
Yes,
your
we
journey.
are so excited to see how things go down.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be a lot.
And I'm sure Lena's going to keep us posted on everything,
As
because
she
that's
will.
what she does.
With
and
her
we love her
lives.
for that.
Yes, their
Thank
feed
you, Lena, for
yesterday
the
was
lives.
exciting.
It was really, really exciting. The whole journey from Las Vegas, the meeting up in Los Angeles, going to Fiji, and then to Samoa.
Yes.
I mean, and all the foods
And
that
all
we'll
the
be posting.
foods,
Okay, get that
yes.
foodie for the booty.
Booty
We
for that
love it.
booty.
We're loving it. We're loving it. All right. Well, moving on from there, Anthea's going to go a little bit
We
more
have-
into the creative.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. So Creative Pacific. This is Ben and Afa. If you guys tuned in last week, we had such a fun time interviewing these guys.
Boy, they're fun.
They're so much fun, right? So they're actually running a giveaway right now to give away 2 free tickets for you and a guest to join them during their week in September. So if you're not already on their socials, get on their socials. Make sure to share and repost and enter for a chance to win a ticket. I did too, because I was like, I'm trying to win a ticket too.
Now, are those tickets for all 5 days, or is it just for one event?
I believe that there are ticket prices for each day for
Yeah.
specific events, since it's going to
Yes.
go on for a full 7
For the
days,
full week,
right?
yeah. But I think the giveaway is probably just for one day.
The actual
ticket,
show.
yeah. A ticket for you and a guest for one day. It's for their workshops, actually. So those are their workshops that they're having, like Moimwana come, Mary Jane, some ambassadors from Tonga that are going to be doing some creative workshops. So it'll be good. I think it'll be great, but we're excited. Get on there. They're also running their Dirty 30 promotion for tickets in general. So
That's right. And you can get more details on the ticket purchases on creativepacific.org.
Yes.
So you'll be able to get the day by day, what events will be happening, how much those tickets are.
Gosh.
I mean, it's going to be an incredible week of that we're all going to be there.
no, we're
and
going to be there.
Gorgeous Anthea and I will be running the red carpet there.
It'll be so fun.
It's going to be amazing. We'll see Lloyd there.
Yes, you will.
Okay,
yes.
I
I'm
saw
excited to
that
see
deep
the-
breath over there, so I had to look to the left to see what he had to
Yes, you see
say.
me there. I'm excited to see you. Afa, we talked in the hallway in Vegas, so yeah, it's exciting. I'm really excited to.
It'll be good
be a
So
part
now
of
we're
that.
having side conversations.
Oh.
Okay,
We're
okay,
always having
Afa, we
side
see you.
conversations.
Okay, Afa.
Okay, not just with Afa, but with everybody else. Anthea knows that.
This is true. I'm one of the side conversations.
Oh, I'm feeling a little attacked here. Is there anything else you two would like to tell me that I am unaware of?
No, but happy Tongan Language Week.
Happy Tongan Language Week. That's right, it is Happy Tongan Language Week.
I think this is a great way, you know, like we have
Talk-
so many different cultures and so many people who are out there doing many
Big
great
things.
things, entrepreneurs. I mean, if there's room for everybody.
There is truly. Speaking of Tongan Language Week, so we went to dinner last night, my husband and I and our kids, and to a restaurant called Auntie's Kitchen in Riverton, Harriman. Shout out to Auntie. If you have not checked it out, their food is fire. But we ran into Iam Tongi over there. It was so cute. And I was like, hi, babe. And he's like, hi, Auntie. I'm like, oi, not the Auntie, but it's fine. But I was like,
I mean, if the
"Hi."
shoe fits, you were there with your husband and children, right?
This is true. He was there with his entire band and his family and his uncle, and they're here for a concert this weekend that I had no idea.
Yes, and while we're on that topic, Anthea is right. So Kolo Hekai is going to be performing tonight at the Granary, along with other special guests, like she said, Iam Tongi, Sammy Johnson, Sione Toki, and Roots Raka. So if you need
Okay.
tickets, go to thegranarylive.com to get those tickets for, I'm
It's
sure,
tonight?
incredible event tonight.
It's tonight. It's tonight.
Okay, who wants to take us to the concert tonight?
Oh, your nephew Iam didn't tell you.
Oh,
I have another
gosh.
event.
I need to call my nephew.
Oh, nephew Iam,
Nephew,
we
can
are
I get
very
some
upset
tickets?
because Auntie Anthea did not get the invite for the show tonight.
I really didn't, but I'm available tonight if anybody wants to take me to the concert. I'm here
Anthea,
for all
take
the
everyday
things.
people to the concert.
Let's go.
Go live and let us know what's happening.
That amphitheater is beautiful too. It's a nice spot.
I've never been to the Granary. Have you?
I have. It's
Common
actually
Kings
really nice.
performed there last summer.
that's
It's
right.
a beautiful space.
It is.
And I also want to note that they're just right next door to the Woodbine Eatery next door, and Chunky Cookie, the two.
What did you just call me? A chunky what?
A chunky cookie.
Cookie.
How dare you?
You're a
The
chunky
nerve of this
cookie.
guy.
But they
Oh, they just
Chunky
opened.
Cookie, yeah, they just opened. They're in that food hall.
That's where
and
they're at,
They
okay.
are two kids, a duo from Laie.
That
Shout
is-
out to 96762.
Oh.
And they have opened up. They're just right next door. So right before you hop on over to the Granary, make sure you hit them up.
Go get you a chunky cookie. The way that I
I'm
already
loving
look
it.
like a chunky.
And I'm also just loving how, like, how we're speaking right now. There's so many people in the Polynesian community that are
Gosh.
doing such huge things.
So fun.
I mean, representation really does matter.
It does.
It's
I mean,
true.
did you guys watch the Olympics?
Oh, the
Yes, I
Olympics.
did.
I mean, did the Pollies
Hi,
come
rugby.
through or what?
They did.
Yes.
And they really
Oh, yeah,
and the-
nephew's on the rugby team.
Who's on the rugby team?
I can be whoever's auntie, whoever needs an auntie.
No, but the
Just
Pacific
kidding.
Islanders, they came through at the Olympics
came
this
through.
year.
How
I mean,
many?
Samoa came through huge.
Yes. Our first time in like 62 years to enter into in athletics.
Right.
A Pacific Islander athlete in that category.
I mean,
So
breaking
super-
records. I mean,
There's like, what, 8 of them now, 8 in total Polynesians are going on to play in the,
oh, that's right. So there are 8 Pacific Islanders who are going to represent the U.S. for the
In the
Pacific. I think the Pacific National Cup against Canada.
that's huge. That is so huge. I love that so much.
I mean, shout out to the Pacific Islands, right?
Yes.
Pacific
Shout out
Islands
to
are
all
going
of you
strong.
guys.
Speaking of sports, I have to shout these guys out because so Utah Islanders, they're like a postgraduate program that highlights and gives guys opportunity that maybe were considered in their eyes top tier talent that were overlooked during high school. And I think we actually had them on the podcast earlier on
Oh, really?
with Buddha. They interviewed with Buddha, Utah Islanders. But they're so fun and they're always pushing everyday people, so I had to shout them out. Thanks, guys, for always sharing our stuff. But they have a game this weekend in Ephraim against the
Wow.
Badgers, so it's an hour away. Go check them out. Go watch
It's
them.
not that far. I'm
Badgers
sure
Snow
every
College?
Polynesians have been
Yeah,
to
Snow
Ephraim.
College. Yeah.
Wow.
And then they their season opener is the following week, next weekend at the Zions Stadium in Harriman, just down the street from my house. That's their home field, so we will be there.
Let's
all
go on
things
Harriman. Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
there's a lot of
Cut
stuff
it
going
out
on. So
already.
if you missed out on anything, just be sure to go on to Everyday People Utah Pacific chapter on social media
Yes.
to get all the details for any events that
Yes.
that we're speaking of today.
All the events. Oh, wait, one more shout out before we go to break. I totally forgot. So earlier this week, we had Royal Lounge host our Miss Samoa USA, and they gave her the works. Can I just tell you, like, it was they did her lashes, they did her waxing, and they also did her teeth whitening. And I was like, girl, while you're at it, just get a tooth gem and a small tiny tattoo. Just kidding. But Faith and Gabe is a couple. They're a couple, and they run the His and Her Royal Lounge. If
Wow.
you guys haven't gone there, that was my first time
Where are
going
they
there.
located?
In Salt Lake. I don't know
Main
their
Street.
actual address.
On Main Street?
Major.
Major Street.
Yes.
Also, that's just
It's
right
right
down the
downtown.
street
It
for
was
me.
so
I
Yeah,
love
it's
it.
right down from you. Yeah.
So sweet of them. So shout out to Royal Lounge, to Faith and Gabe.
Hi, Liz.
We'll come over soon to get our tiny tattoos and our tooth gems.
Well,
Okay,
don't forget,
tooth gems.
aside from beauty, they also have a His side. So if you need
Yeah.
any of the barbering,
Barbering.
waxing is not only exclusive to ladies. The guys also need to be waxed.
That's
And so you're able to get that. So make
Did
sure
he
to
just come for my legs? Okay, okay. Maybe I do.
it's fine. We're fine, guys.
But shout out to everybody for doing such great things that's going on.
Yes.
But before we take our break, we just wanted to touch on something that's very, very important. We need everybody out there, especially the Pacific Islanders, to go and register to vote. We have 10 amazing candidates that are running for office, from Senate seats to the House of Representatives, all across the valley and all over Utah. So I'm going to go ahead and go over their names real quick,
Yes,
because
let's
it's
shout 'em
really,
out.
really important that their names are heard so we can say them. So if you need any more information on that, you can go to the Utah Pacific Islander Chamber Civil Engagement. Or more information on PacifikaChptr, or you can just log on to Everyday People onto our social media
We'll have a link there.
platforms so you can get more details on that. But let's just go ahead and say their names. We have Verona Maunga running for House of Representative for District 31. Doug Fiafia, District 48 for House of Representatives.
Go, Doug.
We have Hong Nguyen. She's running for District 23 for the House of Representatives. I've had the opportunity to work with Hong, and she is a powerhouse. She is the owner of, what is that place? The sushi place on 8 South.
Hong Sushi.
No.
Yi Bistro?
Sapa.
Ya Sushi.
Sapa. Oh, I love
She
Sapa.
owns Sapa?
Oh my gosh, the tea houses are
Dragonfly,
vibe.
many
I
different
love
restaurants all across the
Sapa.
valley. So yes, I'll have to introduce
I
you to
went
her.
there last year for my birthday. And loved
And then
it.
we also have Senator Karen Kwan, who's running for the Utah Senate seat for District 12.
Met her.
Jake Fiti Semanu for District 30 for the
Hey,
House
Jake.
of Representatives. David Tangipa, California Assembly, District 8.
Come on, District
Stacy Bernal, Utah Senate, District 3. Alama Uluave, House of Representative for District 25.
That's Macy's dad.
Love the
And of
Uluwale.
course, we have Jakey Ciolo for House of
Nice.
Representative for District 22.
Oh, hi, Jakey.
And then, of course, my sister Bev Weepy for Mill Creek Council member for District 4.
Go, Bev.
Yes, we love Bev. And again, for
Outstanding.
more information, log on to Everyday People Utah
Yes,
Pacifica
please.
chapter on our Facebook, PacifikaChptr, and of course, the Utah Pacific
Bev.
Islander Chamber Civil Engagement.
Yes.
Oh, my
So,
goodness.
I
That
mean,
was
come
a lot.
on, how
What
exciting
district
is
are you
that?
guys?
I am District
I'm
Corner
District 2.
Market.
I'm District 2.
District,
That's-
never mind.
And that's
That's
on
my
1189 South State Street.
No, but can we just say, and you already mentioned at the top of the show that how important representation is, and
It
so
is.
just to have
huge.
people who look like you in these
Yeah.
spaces, you just to be civically engaged, to know that you're represented and your voice could be represented because they look
Oh.
like you.
Definitely, especially
Absolutely.
for the younger generation, you know, to have somebody to be able to look up to
Mm-hmm.
on TV, in person, you know, just that mentorship's very, very important. You know,
I
we're going to
agree.
pave the way for the younger generation.
I
I
agree.
agree.
I love that they're using their voices, so that's awesome. That's huge. Congrats to you guys so far on your success thus far, and we will be following the journey. We're excited for you guys, so go vote.
Yes, we will.
Go vote. And on that note, we're going to go ahead and take a break. So go get your coffee. Go get us some coffee while you're at it. Drop
I
it
just
off
got
here at the
mine.
studio.
Pura.
Shout out to Lake House
coffee
Studios.
from mole.
And we'll be here when you get back. Don't go too far. Thanks, guys.
Excuse me? What was that?
He's speaking native tongue.
Island baby, you're so beautiful. You drive me crazy. You know you're all that I need, so much more. Your strength and beauty, I can see in your eyes. I lose sight of my world. Baby, in love, no words can hold what's truly on my mind. Just feel the beat of my heart, and you'll know what I mean. so beautiful. God knows I love you. You're all I need. Pualena, take my breath away. Pualena. You know lately, all I think about is holding you closely and never leaving your side. I'll keep you warm. Time passes by and still you're on my mind. I can't imagine living my life without you, girl. The special moments you and I can only share will always keep us together and never apart. You're my Pualena. You're so beautiful. God knows I love you. You're all I need. Pualena, take my breath away. Pualena. Time passes by and still you're on my mind. I can't imagine living my life without you, girl. The special moments you and I can only share will always keep us together and never apart. You're my Pualena. You're so beautiful. God knows I love you. You're all I need. Pualena, take my breath away. Pualena.
But like I told you.
Good morning, everybody.
Good
Welcome
morning.
to Everyday People, the Utah Pacifica chapter. I'm here with my beautiful host, Lynn, and then we've
Hey.
got our special guest here in studio today. This is my favorite part, Lloyd.
Good
But
old Lloyd.
I just have to say, guys, as you're tuning in and watching, if you have questions or things that you would like us to ask or address, please feel free to put them
Or
in the
answer.
comments. Or answer.
We got you.
We got you.
Do you guys, when you guys do this, are you usually watching too, just to make sure that their questions aren't being answered?
I mean,
in
we
live?
do our best.
I mean, we check in
We
there,
try.
or we have our lovely engineer who will write up some
Hi,
questions that the
Shinty.
audience has.
Okay.
Our focus
But I'm
is
sure
on
you're going
you.
to keep us informed, though, Lloyd.
Yeah, well, you know what? And I know this is something that you probably need to remind the people, but since I am a guest, make sure to click like and share.
Wow, she's a pushy guest.
Wow, this guest is trying to hijack our show.
Okay, well, we're here for it. Okay, the reason why we brought you here today,
Lynn, get him, Lynn.
no,
It's
we
not my
are
show,
so
guys.
excited to have none other than the amazing, famous Lloyd Brown Solovi. He is the president of the West High's Polynesian Alumni.
Yes.
Welcome, Lloyd.
Thank you so much for having me.
Welcome.
You have to forgive me. So every time I look at Lloyd, I'm trying to ask him questions, his eyes or his mouth questions, because sometimes
He's very
They're not-
gifted in
they're
the
not
sense
in
that
alignment.
his eyes and mouth can say two different things at the same time.
multitasking.
At its finest.
So I've been
We're
told.
just kidding. No, we're so excited to have you here. So go ahead, Lloyd, introduce yourself again. He is the president of the West High Polynesian Alumni Club.
Yes, I am. Thank you. My name is Lloyd Solovi, and like you guys said, I am the president of the West Poly Alumni Association, and I'm really heavily involved there at West with the Monopoly Club, as well as with the different booster clubs there, mainly in football, volleyball, and formerly softball. But I'm also kind of dipping in and out of softball too. So yes, I'm really involved at West, which
Right.
was also happens to be my alma mater.
Of course.
So what year did you graduate?
2015.
Oh, wow.
Liar.
Subtract.
That is very
Minus-
wise, you tell.
Minus 15.
I'm class of 03.
Okay.
Yeah. So in your class of
1996, Lloyd.
1996.
Yes.
And where did you graduate?
What?
Where did you graduate?
I went to
from?
Highland High.
Oh, he's a Rams.
I am a Ram, and I was
Oh.
able to coach volleyball there
Oh.
from like 93 to 2002. So I totally understand
Logan's
it.
time.
Yeah, Logan Tom's time.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hey,
That's
Logan,
great.
I
if
didn't
you're
know that.
watching.
Yeah, we're Salt Lake people, so we understand our
Yes.
history here.
City, people of the city.
Yes.
So how did you? So when did the Polynesian Alumni Club open, or
Wow.
like when did it establish?
It's kind of been it was a little bit of an organic process. So we have always been a group that would always come together, usually in a hala or a CE type of environment, where if someone were to pass away or something, we would come together. But last year was the first time where we officially came together as an alumni and through a reunion.
Okay.
And that coincided with the rivalry game with East High.
Oh, we all
Hey,
saw that.
we saw
Actually,
that.
That was quite the battle on social media. But I'm sure it's
Yes.
all in fun.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
fun
Because
and-
we're such passionate people, especially when it comes to sports and like defending our own.
This is true.
Yes, and it is the state's oldest rivalry. So it's a big deal, it's a big event, and it was fun. And the thing is, because our communities are so similar,
Right.
East, West, and even Highland to an extent, obviously there's going to be a natural rivalry.
Yes, and
But
competition
at the end
there.
of the, yes, but at the end of the day, it's all fun.
For sure.
Yeah, so it's a good thing, and what I do at West has been a rewarding and fulfilling experience thus far, and I'm excited to be here and promote and to discuss what we have in store. So
I
thank
love
you for
it.
having
I
me.
love it too.
I think, you know what's so interesting, as I've been able to kind of watch and follow you and all things West and Rose Park, you guys go hard for each other. There's no other community like the Rose Park West community in the state of Utah, or probably even outside of the state of Utah. Like, how do you get people to rally around you and just be so like infused in wanting to be a part of that initiative?
And you get everybody to like focus and stay focused.
Yeah.
So that has to be very difficult because they're kids.
You know, that's a great question. I'll just speak to the community. It is a very close-knit community. We're like family. And you could say
Literally.
that- yes, and we do treat each other like family. In fact, at work the other day, me and one of my co-alumni we were talking to each other, and we refer to each other as brother and sister. So we do refer to each other as if we're actual family. But it's not exclusive to Rose Park, but I would probably say that it's the only community that is that close.
Right. Well, there's that
here in
foundation
Utah.
that you guys
Crazy.
had built, and then everybody automatically, like when they see you, they automatically connect you to West High.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you guys have
Yeah.
set and built that foundation for people to
Yes.
know, because you ride so hard
For West.
and for Rose Park.
Yeah.
Well, and you know, I will have to say, Cindy here also happens to be a Panther herself.
Once
And,
a
you know,
Panther,
to-
always a Panther.
Once a
I guess.
Panther, always a Panther. But I'm gonna answer that in terms of history. So a part of the reason why we're so close is because we're a storied community. You know, the Rose Park community and even Glendale, when people came to Utah, this was the first
That's true.
neighborhood that people usually gravitated or
Right.
settled in, and then obviously we
Dispersed,
branched
yeah.
out. But our history, as far as our people is concerned at West, we have been at the school for over 120 years.
Wow.
Wow.
So we talk about different Polynesian settlements like Yosepa, or even
Yeah.
the first Polynesian settlement in Utah, which was in the Warm Springs area in Salt Lake City. Those are our first Panthers.
That's
Wow.
insane.
Yeah, so it's a storied history, and so because we have been there for so long, naturally there's going to be a feeling of tradition, a feeling of family,
Mm-hmm.
and some of that family tight-knit type of...
Well, you totally feel it just through
I
the social
know.
media posts
It's
and
so
videos
true.
that you do. And speaking of the history, you said like it goes back 120 years. How many alumni people do you still stay in contact with, and how far back does that go?
Well, our oldest alumni right now living is they're in their 80s.
Wow.
So right now, I know that the Tongan and Samoan alumni and population within the West Rose Park community is a little bit more prominent. But the first group were the group of Hawaiians that first settled here in Utah, and so it's just a big group. But our email list is over 300, 400 people.
I saw that because
that's
I
so
logged
awesome.
onto your website, to kind of just look through your board of directors and just read up a little bit on there. And you guys are all about inclusion, touching every single
Everything.
culture that had stepped foot into West High.
Yes, this is true. And
I'm not sure why I'm doing this. Can you just? I see Lloyd's eyes
well,
looking at my hands,
this
so
is
I'm like,
true.
why am I doing this?
you're doing
Just so you
this.
guys know, the website that he's referring to is westpolyalumni.com. You can find us on Instagram at westpolyalumni as well. And we, like you said, basically what this is not only a place for us to come together, but it's a place for us to help create a safe environment, not only for us, the alumni, but to make sure that we teach our youth and the kids and those that come after us our history, not only as alumni, but our people. Since
Right.
we were here forever, we want to make sure that we're teaching the kids a lot of our history, the Hawaiian settlement. And as far as alumni is concerned, I mean, I know I said it tongue in cheek, but having Cindy be here is really important. Our people from West and our alumni have definitely ventured into spaces that are beyond just your typical jobs.
Yeah.
We're in media and sport. It's beyond Tony Finau. It's beyond those bigger names. We're doctors. And as far as representation, just speaking to that, my family doctor and my dentist are both West alumni.
Wow.
So, just
I love how you
have-
stay so
I know.
in contact with everybody from the
Just so
people who have gone
connected
to. Yes, so
in
connected.
so many different ways.
Yeah, we're everywhere. So
They literally are
Everywhere.
everywhere. They literally
But it's
are
a great
everywhere.
thing,
They dabble in everything in terms of sports. Now I see that you guys are doing Little League stuff. On top of that, don't you guys have like an annual Rose Park holiday or something like that you guys do, like a national
Did
holiday?
she just say does Rose Park have their own holiday?
They literally do.
Local
Okay,
holiday.
well,
I think you're
it's-
talking about the game that they host every year. Is
No,
it
they
like
do. They actually have like a holiday, don't
Okay,
you know?
well, let Rose Park respond to that. Thanks, guys. Okay, it's called.
I can't stand
trying to
Rose
help.
Park right now.
Okay, so on Memorial Day, the Rose Park community, the Polynesian Rose Park community, they host a Rose Park barbecue. And that was put on together by first the Tongan side of Rose Park, which I also mentioned that even though I am a son of Samoa, I was raised by a Tongan community. And the Tongan community first put that barbecue together, and it was facilitated now by some of the more legacy families that are based in Rose Park, which are like the Fonuas, the
Right.
Manukus,
The
the
Avas,
Aionos,
the
the Lavatais, the Solovis, the Pauhas, the Satinis, the Tukuafus, on and on.
I
and
mean,
on
all
and
of
on
Salt
and
Lake City.
All
All
of
of the
Salt Lake
Polynesians
City,
are living up
literally.
there.
So, but we do have that barbecue on Memorial Day usually every year.
Okay, National Rose Park Holiday. I'm calling it that. I don't care.
Okay.
It is.
You heard it first from Anthea Aiono here.
Yes.
No, but that's just, I love that though, because it just shows unity, especially because like the stereotype of the Polynesians and Samoans and Tongans that they don't get along, that they want to fight, but no one really understands or knows.
I'm glad
You
you're
know what I
highlighting
mean? So
that.
I think that that's very important. Of course, like you were saying, you're a son of Samoa, you were raised by Tongans, but it just shows like how family oriented we are, that we take care of our own.
And it's genuine.
And it's genuine, and it comes from a place of love.
Yes.
Yes, no, it's very true. And I always say that I was raised by a Tongan community, but it is very true. And that's helped foster my love and reverence for the Whakatonga, the Tongan
Right.
culture. But obviously,
Ew.
for my, yes, ko hingoa, ko loiti.
That's the extent of my talking. I'm not going to
Happy
try to
Tongan
make
Language
myself
Week
look dumb.
again. Shout out to you, shout out to you, Cindy. But yes, no, we love that our community is a little bit of an anomaly in the sense that the two communities, the Tongan and the Samoan community, are definitely work hand in hand to get things done. So
That's beautiful.
It is.
I
It
mean,
really
it
is.
is beautiful. I mean, because, like I said earlier, like there's a space and place for everybody.
Yes.
You know, so to bring in people, help uplift each other, build each other, help each other succeed, giving everybody like you are for the younger generation the tools and resources to be successful, but keep them on track at the same time.
Yes, yes.
Oh, one thing that I just thought of. So we're talking about the history of West High, 120 years. The oldest alumni that's living now is in their 80s.
We're also the oldest high school in the state.
Right, and speaking on that's what I wanted to touch on. So how do you feel about the whole state trying to get rid of the West High building?
Okay.
I only asked that because my husband, who is an executive chair for Preservation Utah,
Yes.
So now I'm starting to get more into that, more involved with Preservation Utah, and he showed me a list, and West High School was on that list. And they're doing everything that they can to try to save it, to fight it, to mark it with a plaque that it is part of Utah's history. And someone who rides so hard for West High and the community, I'm sure it'll affect everybody. You know, so what are your thoughts on that? And have you guys talked about it, have a plan to try to help save it? I mean, I'm just...
Go on strike.
Right, whatever. You know what I mean? Because like you said, it's been there forever.
I'm happy to go
and we need to save history.
Okay, thank you for the question. Yes, no, that's a great question.
That is.
So yes, you're right. The front facade, the only original structure at West is the front building of the West
school.
High, and that was built in like 1920, 1926
Somewhere.
or something like that. But yes, it is up for the chopping block. It's actually sad because it is such a storied structure and something very important to our community. I would love to preserve it. As a person who's always walking through these hallways, I do see how it's kind of breaking at the seams.
Right.
And what they're trying to level right now in terms of funding, and everybody understands, and this is why it's also important to vote, is funding for public schools and our facilities. So what they're trying to figure out, as far as the district is concerned, is it going to cost more money to rebuild or to renovate? And for both, we're looking upwards of close to $1 billion. And that's a lot of money.
That is a lot.
And, you know, as to be a part of a democracy and a part of the community, we are at the mercy of the voters. And so we'll just put it up to them to decide whether we save and salvage the building or just build anew.
What are your thoughts on that, your personal thoughts?
I would love to renovate the old building. But, you know, I also know that, you know, Salt Lake, we do live on a fault line, and so the safety of the kids is also a concern of mine, and so I just want to make sure that the building is sound.
So there's so many different factors that lay into this.
Decision,
You know what I mean? And I think that just trying to restore what they can or preserve what they can, parts of the building that will keep that history.
Right, and I've seen some of the drawings for the new building. They're looking to move west across the street.
Oh, really?
Oh, from where it's at right now.
Yes, but from where it's at right now, but try to just save the facade of this original structure that you're referring to.
Which they should. I mean, it's part of history. I mean, I'm 9 of 10 kids. And my family, they moved here in the 70s, my sisters, but they were 3 oldest were born in Tonga, then they migrated to Holland.
Yes.
But when they ended up coming to the U.S., they went to West.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So everybody has a tie to that school, or at least has touched it, has gone to a game or an event.
It's multi-generational. And just to speak to that, you know, I did speak about that first Hawaiian settlement. That first house by, his name is John Pualena Moku, is his actual name. He was here in 1825, 1827, somewhere around there. And his house is now being occupied by a line of condos. And you know, this is a part of our history, and but because it is a part of our history, that's why we feel it's important as an alumni to go and reinforce and to make sure that we're helping with the Monopoly Club at the high school to teach these kids that our history is beyond the overthrow of the Hawaiian monarchy. We actually have our blood history here in the Salt Lake Valley, and they need to know about that.
That's
wow,
beautiful.
I mean, a history lesson learned right there. That's why it is so important to get into those types of things like Preservation Utah. You should log on to Preservation Utah to kind of just get involved in that. Is there anything that you can tell the people, or what can we do to help try to help this cause? Is there anything that you guys are doing right now, or is it just you're just waiting for the votes to happen?
As far as
like trying to
The final
save, or
plans
the
for
final
the
plans for
school.
West High?
Well, the final plans for West High, we have been pushing for them to vote for that. But if anybody has any ear to the streets as far as development is concerned, there are some big development projects in Salt Lake in our area with, what's the jazz owner?
Oh, Larry.
Ryan Smith.
Oh, that's right.
Larry H. Miller also happens to be a West Panther. But
Get it
Ryan,
in. Get those names in.
Yes, but Ryan Smith is he's redeveloping the Delta Center and the area around there, the entertainment district. It's about
He's doing a
3 to 5
ton of things
blocks.
for the state.
And then the Miller family, which did sell the Jazz, they are looking to bring a Major League Baseball team and stadium right off of North Temple. So I think the city is prioritizing those big, huge, multi-billion-dollar projects.
That's going to drive money and traffic.
And then they'll table West.
Oh.
Wow, that's a lot. You know,
Gosh,
so I think
that is
that's,
a lot.
like Lloyd was saying, that's why it is so important to vote. So
Have a
make sure that
voice,
you
yeah.
are registered to vote. Get more details on that through our website, or not our website, but you can log on to Everyday
Yeah.
People
The
on our
UPIC
social
website.
media. With that being said, so we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and we're going to come back and talk to Lloyd and just have a little fun with him, and keep it light. All right, we'll see you guys soon.
See you soon. Dang.
This is Palm Breeze, featuring Sally. Ooh, yeah. Gonna find that one, make sure that she's beautiful inside, cause you can see the truth and no realness to her eyes. And if she gives you butterflies, she's the kind that'll always be there by your side. So listen to me now, I'm so deeply in love. I think I found the one to spoil with a lifetime support of kisses and hugs. I'm pretty sure I found the one. She's my moon, my star, my sun. She gives me life. Cause I'm in love. Cause I'm in love. Cause I'm in love.
He knows me better than I know myself. I'm his one and only, even though at times I can't help but to think that this was meant to be. It was destiny. You are my everything. I'm so deeply in love. I think I found the one to spoil with a lifetime support of kisses and hugs. I'm pretty sure I found the one. He's my moon, my star, my sun. He gives me life.
Cause I'm in love. Cause I'm in love. Cause I'm in love. Wake up in the morning, look at the beautiful sky. Got a beautiful woman by my side. She looks so fine.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, everybody, to your morning community podcast with Everyday People with Anthea and myself and the lovely Lloyd Solovi.
Thank you.
If you're just joining us, we were just kind of touching base on life and West High, because he is the president of the West High
All
Polynesian
things Rose
alumni. I mean, if you're
a lot.
just chiming in, once this podcast is over, you're gonna have to rewatch it because we touched on a lot of
So much
information,
important stuff, but
important stuff.
yeah, a lot of things that I also didn't know. I'll be completely honest, but I feel educated.
I mean, that's why we're here, right, Lloyd?
I'm here
Thank
to
you.
educate you. I'm here to read you as well.
Oh, gosh.
But when we get to that segment, I'll let you guys lead.
The way that he's been trying to take lead of this interview the whole time.
I mean, I'm here for it.
can't.
I mean, I think things are just flowing naturally. Everything's been awesome so far. But now we're gonna have a little fun with them.
Yeah, let's have
right?
some
So
fun.
we all had the chance to be together at the Miss Samoa USA pageant in Las Vegas
Oh, yeah.
at the luxury boutique hotel Ahern. It was quite the event. There were a lot of things that were happening. We were on the front of the lines. You both were behind the scenes. We touched base a couple weeks ago what she was doing there and her role. Let's talk about Lloyd and what your role was. What your role was while you were there, because you were way behind the scenes.
He was everywhere, as he always is.
Yes, I was behind the scenes. So with Miss Samoa USA, we were approached to see how we could elevate and maximize and expand the visibility of the brand. And so I just thought, what are some things that aren't being utilized or used in that space that I think that we could bring to the forefront or to the table. And so it was me, and I am half a duo. It's me and Leata.
Hi, Leata.
Hi, Leata.
Good morning.
And, hi, good morning, Leata.
All the way in
From
AZ.
Arizona, all the way in Arizona, who she also is a businesswoman, and she owns her own beauty salon.
She does all
and
things
yes,
aesthetics.
La
She's
Lele,
beautiful.
Yeah.
located in Arizona. But anyways, our group is called Sir Philip James, and we did all the behind the scenes action at Miss Samoa USA. It was a lot of fun.
So fun.
And did you guys also enjoy your time?
Oh, we had a great time. We had an amazing time. But then, like, just watching you do your work behind the scenes, I mean, you were there from the 6 a.m. Zumba classes to putting them to bed at night.
At night.
You know, so you had the opportunity to get to know who they were as a person, but also as a contestant.
Yeah, and to Lynn's point, there was so much going on during the week of that, like a lot of those things that you guys were able to capture and highlight, we missed.
Right.
I mean, I think I was there 90% of the time, but a lot of the time we were just so in the day-to-day that I was able to go back and then rewatch all the Sir James
And I think
stuff.
what
I was like,
Sir
that
Philip
was
James,
fun.
what they did so well is they were able to capture all of the moments. I mean,
Exactly.
he came and he was like showing videos of what we were doing on the red carpet, what you were doing behind the scenes as far as the dancing and the choreography. I mean, Sir Philip James, their group totally captured the
All of
moment
it.
and what everybody needed to see, because there
It's
was
what the
only so
people
much
really-
that we could
you're
do
right,
because
it's what
we
the
were
people
kind of
wanted to see.
confined into one area for the project that we were there for. But you just laid it out and kind of gave everybody the Miss Samoa USA pageant 2024.
Yeah, it was really fun. And it's really fun just because a lot of what social media is, it's a lot of curated content. It's a lot of things that are already edited and then put out for people to consume. But what we do at Sir Philip James, it's more of an unedited,
Like real time,
natural,
in real
live
time.
in real time engagement with the audience. And so, you know, and one thing that me and Leata have, even though I'm super, super shy, is
Are you?
shy.
I'm so sorry.
is that is that we do have the gift of gab. So we're kind of talkers, and so we're able to kind of right off a whim on the spot make sure that we try to do something that we feel would resonate with the audience. And so hopefully we did that. And thank
Well,
you
that
for
you
tuning
did.
in.
That you guys
I
totally
think they
did.
captured the moment very, very well. I mean, I saw things that I wasn't able to see because I wasn't
Exactly.
behind the scenes.
Same.
You know what I mean? You got to get the glimpse and you captured the real moments of the contestants. They
Yeah.
were scared, nervous, happy.
That's
you
what
know,
I was going to
so-
say. I love that you guys highlighted the girls and allowing them a space to be real people, because I think, you know, if you're not in the day-to-day of pageantry or behind the scenes, all you see is the finished final product at the end of the
And not the struggle that goes behind it.
Exactly. And so they did a really good job at telling that journey and showcasing that story that a lot of us don't get to see, because all you see is these pretty faces and these, you know, girls that are very well groomed, and then all of a sudden we put them on the stage and
Right.
and they're walking perfectly like they've been walking for their
And then,
entire
like we
life.
touched, like the last couple of weeks, I mean, a lot of these girls, this was their first pageant.
Absolutely,
You
all of
having
them.
to deal with the whole novice part of the whole pageantry with them. You were there and you were able to kind of allow them to be themselves and kind of comfort them. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So we all kind of played a
It's
role,
so
different
true.
role. You know what I mean? That we didn't know that we
Yeah.
didn't realize what we were doing for the girls.
So
Yeah,
true.
that you bring up a great point. One thing with pageantry, and I just want to preface this with saying I actually didn't grow up a pageant fanatic. People would actually be surprised by that, but I didn't. The thing is, a part of the reason why I wasn't really into it is just like these girls, pageantry kind of just feels a little bit like a ways. It's not something that they relate to, because a lot of pageantry girls, just like Anthea, they're like super prim and proper. But you know
Exactly.
what we were able to showcase with these girls is humanize them,
Yeah.
number one, but two,
Exactly.
let other girls know that these girls are your everyday girl.
Yeah, make them relatable.
And they are able to put themselves out, like you said. They're relatable, and that they are representative of young women who are watching them. Just your average, everyday girl wanting to put themselves out and do something bold and courageous, and but also on the wings of our people. So it's a great platform.
I mean, I couldn't agree more, especially because once I learned when I was there, and from you and from everybody, that the pageant had taken a 15-year break. You know, so then you go from 15 years ago and then fast forward 15 years later, the pageantry scene definitely had to have changed. Not that I know that for a fact, but when we talked last week, but I was right.
Yes.
And it's just kind of like, it's time to shine and show the new generation.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, in Samoa, pageantry is huge and always has been, right? Even when we took our 15-year break, pageants were still going and still evolving. And so now us coming back into the game after 15 years, we really have had to do our research and brush up on like, how do we stay at the same level as Samoa when we're trying to run a pageant
And to
here?
try to stay relevant.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like the first show is a huge show. It's going to kind of determine on how it's going to be in the future.
Kind of set the standard,
Kinda
and
set
then
the standard.
always having to
Right.
elevate every year after.
And then as we were all watching it in real time and going live, you know, we had a bunch of haters that were on, like that were like the keyboard warriors, which, you know,
We
haters
love our
gonna
haters.
hate because haters are our biggest fans. They're
They're
the ones that
necessary.
light the fire.
Publicity is what?
Good publicity.
Right.
You better
This is
say
true.
that.
You know, but then it's just for those people who are typing those types of things don't understand or see what we're seeing behind the scenes. So we're trying to capture everything like what you and Sir Philip James is doing. You know what I mean? So they only get a glimpse of what I'm doing, what you're doing, but you're kind of bringing it all together,
Yeah.
which I thought was amazing.
No, I love that too.
I agree. And you know, one thing sorry, go ahead,
No,
Anthea.
please do. You are the guest.
No, I was just saying, like you mentioned about pageantry in Samoa. It is a huge thing. But, you know, I do want to shout out Moana, which will be here during the Creative
In
Pacific
September.
in September.
Oh, nice.
She revolutionized pageantry.
Really did.
And one thing that does happen a lot in Samoa is the influence of Samoa in the region. You could also say with Tonga and our other Pacific neighbors is when we make noise here, it
Spreads.
it spreads, and there's kind of a ripple effect of that. But pageantry, what she's done is she's made it relatable to a lot of kids who are on social media, and they've been able to bring forward some of the issues and causes that are impacting our people. Number one, climate change.
Yep.
Huge in Samoa.
Yep.
And we talk about voting here. Well, the elections and civic engagement is also important in Samoa.
Sure.
The fact that Samoa has a female prime minister is huge, specifically in in our world, in our part of the world where it is led by men. So,
Predominantly men.
so your voice does matter.
It really does. That's why, like you're saying, it is so important to vote. So make sure that you register.
Yeah.
I mean, representation matters, and we just need to get out there and support.
And here's the thing, you cannot sit back and
No.
complain and have all the feedback if you're not willing to vote and have a voice, right?
Right. That's
But
right.
we're going to do it. We're going to do it.
We're
So
voting.
everybody get out there and vote.
Yes, we are.
We don't have that much time left. I think we have about 5 minutes, so we just want to kind of touch on a few other things. Atlanta, West High Panthers, take us through.
Yeah, how did
Okay.
that come about?
All right. Well, one thing that we've done at West is we really lean on innovation. We love to do things that not everybody else is doing. Now, we're not the only team that has traveled outside, but as a community, we also didn't take football, but we also took volleyball to Georgia.
that.
It was a wonderful experience, and you know, as far as the keyboard warriors are concerned, you know, you do hear a lot of this. You do hear a lot of this where people are like, well, why would you go and lose? But one thing is when
It's bigger than that.
it is absolutely bigger than that. One, it's the experience, and two, if you're trying to elevate your game, your level of game, your gameplay, you have to play storied programs and programs that can help elevate your level of play.
And it's also
whatever
good for the
discipline it
mental
is.
state for the younger athletes.
Not to mention giving them visibility and exposure in that sense as well.
Yeah, and
Something
it has.
outside of Salt Lake.
Yeah.
That's exactly. And, you know, there are some SEC schools that have approached our boys, And
that's
awesome. Wow.
yes, because we were in Georgia. But as far as
And that is why you do what you do.
and that is exactly why we do what we do. But the kids are also able to put themselves in different environments and see the blessing, or kind of draw the differences between the two. Segregation was kind of a big theme with the boys, with our community, that we were able to witness being in Georgia. Is trying to see that was a little bit, it was interesting. But beyond that, the Southern hospitality was definitely
They give it. I've been to Atlanta many times, and they give it.
Amazing time. But Colquitt County is the top team in Georgia, and they're also top 25 nationally ranked.
Wow, that's awesome. Shout out to Georgia. You're
But
doing
tonight,
what?
Tonight we were playing Clovis East. At the same time, so down the street from Granary at West, we're also playing a.
Oh, tonight you guys have a game.
Yes, another California Power.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Clovis East.
Gosh, you're
And
just
so
doing all the things.
We're
Sports,
doing-
I mean, I'm
football,
loving it.
Pageants, like what do you not do?
Does it all.
we do.
We do it.
We
doing
do
it and
do
doing
all.
it and doing it well.
Yes, but again, shout out to all our girls. Shout out to West tonight. West football. We play at 7
Good luck,
p.m.
guys.
at Jean Plaga Stadium, and with all the other teams that I'm involved with, we play Granger in volleyball on Wednesday at 7 p.m.
That should be a fun game.
That's gonna be great.
Battle of the
And
Vills.
So, and our alumni, our reunion is on October the 18th.
God, you heard it there. I mean, Lloyd is just doing huge things,
the
and we're
things.
so proud of you, and we
We
can't
are.
wait to work with you in the future. Before we head out, I mean, just one last question. Like, why do you do what you do, and what drives you to do it? Because this is like a passion of yours. Just kind of take us out with that and give any shout outs that you like to.
Well, one, I want to shout out my parents. Everything I do is in honor of them. And so with my dad and my mom, we always lead with service. And so you guys are looking at it. I do wear the markings of service. In representing my people, I am rooted in that. And it's something that pushes me to get up every day, is knowing that I'm in service of my people. Whether it's Samoa or my community or my school community or even in my family, it's just something that drives me to do what I do. That's
Oh, my
really the answer
goodness.
to that, is service.
Lloyd, I freaking love
heard
you.
it there.
You already know that. I think most people think Lloyd and I have a love-hate relationship. I love him and he mostly hates me, but it's fine. I'm here for the things, but I just have to
I
say
drag you in
thank
love.
you
Do you guys
for
need a
making
moment? I can step out real quick. But it's okay.
We'll hash it out later. We'll hash it out later. But
Okay.
like, we're so grateful to have had you on the show today. Like, one thing that I've always admired about you is that wherever you are, people rally around you, and you just have a way with just leading and providing service in any capacity. And I love that, and I love you and everything that you stand for. We didn't get to all the nitty gritty, but we'll have to bring him back.
We'll have to bring
again
him back definitely for
another
that.
time.
Please
But like
do.
Anthea said, I mean, we're proud of you. I'm proud of you. Just watching everything that you do for the community does not go like unseen.
Yeah.
I think what you're doing is huge for the community, for the younger generation, not just for our community, but for the community outside to see what we're doing. So representation matters, like we were talking
Yeah.
earlier. Make sure that you guys register to vote.
Yes.
And then we'll let Anthea give us the last word if there's
Okay.
anything that she wants to say.
Honestly, thank you. This has always been fun. It feels like the time flies. You know what they say, time flies when you're having a good time. We truly had a great
Yes.
time today, Lloyd. Thank you again. Guys, if you didn't catch us at the beginning of the show, go back and rewatch. There's so much going on this week. We've got Utah Pacific. We've got the girls from the U.S. in Samoa getting ready to take stage. We've got Polynesian Days that will be held next month, starting August 30th until September 2nd. And this is over at Thanksgiving Point. We've got the Utah Islanders playing a game.
The
Just,
big concert
there's just so much.
tonight.
The big
Yes.
concert with my nephew.
With her
that I
nephew.
didn't get tickets to, but it's fine, nephew, because if I can't make it to the game tonight, or if I can't make it to the concert, I'll just go over to West and watch the game. So good luck to West.
Thank you, Auntie.
Yes. Good luck to
I
West
can't with
High
that.
Panthers.
Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. We appreciate you followers also for taking time to spend this hour with us. We love having you guys. Hope everybody has a wonderful weekend.
We'll see you guys next Friday.
Don't forget to be kind. Bye, everybody. Have a
Yeah,
great
real quick,
weekend.
don't make sure you
just
go
kidding.
on to westpolyalumni.org to get more information on West High and what they're
Right.
doing, the amazing things they're doing, and their amazing leaders.
Yes, like this amazing leader.
Oh,
I'm so done with him.
Okay.
Take her out,
I'm
Cindy.
being judged by Lloyd's
Don't
eye.
forget. Bye.
manatu le mafutana o emanatu amaita o tu mawita ilo fatu Sauce haso, tatoe fiavai. Usue e fuli mai lotu ala upele, otele tu.